How to install Facebook pixels on Shopify. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be telling you how you can install your Facebook pixels on Shopify. So having said that, let's just jump into the video. So first things first, you're going to sign into your Shopify store like I have right here. I am using a demo account. So next what you need to do is you need to click on the sales channels right here, and it'll open up this search box, and over here you just need to type in Facebook and Instagram, and as you can see we already have it right here. So we're just simply going to click on Facebook and Instagram, and it's going to open up in another tab like so. And then you just need to click on add app. And after that, you should arrive over here where you just need to add the sales channel. So just simply click on add sales channels and wait for a couple of minutes, and it should be good to go. After that, you would just need to go ahead and configure it. So let's go ahead and see right here. There we go. So now we can go ahead and start setting it up. And you also need to be logged into your Facebook account that you're going to use. So currently I am logged into a bunch of accounts, and you can go into the business suite as well if you want to. But yeah, right here. So this is the business suite that I have. So let's go ahead and go into setting it up. So let's go ahead and click on start setup, and over here you will need to connect your Facebook account, connect business assets and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and click on connect account. It's going to open up right here, and you can go ahead and choose if you want to. You need to switch to James McGill. I actually don't want to, so let me actually go ahead and log this account out. Okay, I guess I can't disconnect it. So after that you've connected it, then you will have to connect your business assets like so. And after that, you will have a list of all the accounts or pages that are available to you. You can go ahead and create a new page as well if you want to. So, or if you want to connect it to a account, you can as well. But for now, I think we can agree that we could go ahead and connect to a new account. Now, if you're seeing this message, it just means that this account can't be selected because it doesn't have an established presence on Instagram. Please try again once your account has more activity, or select a different one. It depends on you. So as you can see, not a lot of activity on it, so that's why we can't use it. So let's go ahead and create a new page. So we're going to click on create a new page. Yes, go to Facebook, and over here we're just simply going to add the name, category and stuff like that. Create a new page. You don't need to see this, and then we'll continue with the main part of the video. All right, here we go. We have now created our page. Now we can go ahead and move on with the rest of the video. Now, if we come back over here, we'll click on cancel. Well, now we'll have a new page available, which is this one. This is not a real page. Yeah, that's the one. So we click on connect, and we select this page as well. There you go. We selected that account, and now this page, and now we have to enable data sharing. You can choose to not do it, but it depends on you. And there are three preferences: the conservative, the enhanced, and the maximum. Of course, the maximum will be able to share more data with Facebook, and conservatives will of course give little. So it depends on you. I'm going to choose maximum and click on save. And now we have pixels. So over here, as you can see, we have created a bunch of pixels right here. 1, 2, 3. We can even create a new pixel as well. So it depends on you. So choose a pixel you want to continue with, and we should be good to go. But I'm going to click on create a new pixel, and here we go. We have a new pixel will be created after submission. So I click on confirm, agree to their terms and services, and click on submit for review. Now we just wait for a couple of seconds. As you can see, this might take up a minute. Do not refresh the page. Once that's done, we should be able to see a pixel created. So next step, what I would recommend you do is you come over here and you just simply type in business.facebook.com/settings/pixels. Now you could go into the settings and find that for yourself, but it's way too complicated. There's a lot of settings you have to go through and click a lot of buttons. So I just recommend just typing it and hitting the enter button, and we should be good to go. We'll choose the marketplace right here. So we have two pages. We'll just select this one because this is the ones we selected earlier. And over here, as you can see, we have the pixel right here. So we have two pixels. We can change the names later. But over here, as you can see, one was created earlier. As you can see, it's active, whereas the new one, as you can see, it's not active. So green dot means active, red dot means inactive. So in order to activate this pixel, what we need to do is we need to open up it in Events Manager right here. We click on Open Events Manager, and over here we can go ahead and change the name to whatever you want. We'll just call it New Pixel, just for references, you know. We'll click on Save. There we go, New Pixel. Now what we need to do is we need to click on Test Events, and over here just enter in the URL of your website. So we come back over here onto our Shopify store. This is going to be our URL. We'll just copy this, shopname.myshopify.com, and we'll come back into the event manager and just simply paste our URL and then click on Open Website. Now it's going to open up your website right here, and since this is a demo account, I don't have a website ready yet, but it's still working. You also need to unblock your ad blocker if you have it, but if you don't have it, you're good to go. I use ad blocker, so I'm going to deactivate it so the pixel can actually go ahead and track our movement. So now what we're going to do is we're just simply going to go ahead and spend a little bit of time on this website. Just simply click on these example products, or we just simply come over here, click on catalog, or click on contact. I mean, that should be enough, right? We can even submit it right here if we want to, but I think this is good. Now if we come back to Event Manager, we can see we have some sort of activity right here. Before it was empty, now there is some activity. And if you don't see some activity after coming onto your website, make sure your ad blocker is of course deactivated, and it could take maybe 15 to 20 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes, depending upon your internet connection or whatever. But yeah, you should be able to see some sort of activity right here. Next, after you've saw that the pixel is actually working, we can now go ahead and verify our domain, which is the next step. So to verify your domain, go back to Overview, and you should have a Verify button right here. So we have Review Events, but for you might have different buttons. So but if it doesn't appear over here, what you could do is you can come down here into Aggregated Event Manager. You click on Aggregated Event Manager and click on Configure Web Events. It's going to open up another tab right here where you will see all of your domains. So as you can see, these two domains are verified. This is an unverified domain. We'll just skip that. But over here, as you can see, we have two domains. If you want to add your domain, what you could do is just simply click on Manage Domains right here and wait for a couple of seconds. And over here in the domain list, you can see you will have your verified domains right here. You can just simply click on Add right here and click on Create a New Domain or Request Access to a domain that's already created. So for me, I've already added these two, so I'm just simply going to go ahead and continue. But you'll just simply click on Request Access to a domain. You can enter it over here. You can link it right here as well, or you can just simply create a new domain as well. It depends on you. And once you've added that, you should be good to go. Then what we need to do is we need to add some events, right? So let's take this domain, for example, right? So I have these events right here, as you can see. Purchase, add payment info, add to cart, contact, add to wish list, and view content, right? Depends on you. And as you can see, we have priority set. So this is the lowest priority and this is the highest priority. And it depends on you. And make sure that your order is good. Make sure that the most valuable asset or the most valuable event is at the top, like purchase. This is going to be your indicator that this person has purchased this item, so you can track of your purchase. You can then add payment info, add to cart, or content, or view, and view account. So make sure if you choose view account at the top and purchase down below, then it'll just show view counts at the top. So make sure you have the right order. For me, I recommend this one, and for others as well, but you can go ahead and mess around with it if you want. And also don't configure a lot of events, as they would mess up the pixel as well, and it might stop recording recent events. So as you can see over here, frequently changing may have negative effect on the ad delivery and ad reporting. So make sure you do it once, do it right, and just let it go. So let's take, for example, right here. In order to add events, all you would have to do is just simply click on this green button right here called Add Event. Let me actually go ahead and delete these and show you how to do it. So you just simply click on Add Event right here, right? There you go. We have the highest priority. Then you click on another one. Then we have the lowest priority. And then if you go ahead and click on More, you just simply add in the betweens. So at the top, you choose the highest priority, which is going to be purchase or sale. So we now select our pixel. So this is the pixel that we created just now. We're going to select that. We're going to select all these new pixels right here in all of these blocks. And once we have selected it, we can go ahead and assign an event. So at the top, we're going to assign purchase, which is right here. And at the bottom, we're going to assign view content, like someone came and viewed your content. So I think that should be a no-brainer. And then we want to add info over here, add payment info. We want to add to cart, and in between we'll add to wish list. And over here you can add whatever you want. Maybe you could add search, and you can add another one right here. Let me actually change this. Actually, we'll just move it right here. There you go. And for this new one, we'll just select search. There you go. Oops, sorry about that. We'll just select contact. Here we go. And once that's done, you should be good to go. Then you can click on apply. And remember, you only get 8 event slots, so make sure you fill it out correctly. And then you click on apply, and you can see all of it right here. Then you click on confirm and click on apply. And that's pretty much it. You've successfully configured your events, and you should be good to go. So pretty simple. That's it. That's how you do it. Now you've added your sales channels as well. Now over here, once this review has taken place, you will have the option as well. But for now, as you can see, it doesn't really matter. And also, as you can see, I forgot to add products. So make sure you have set up all of your Shopify store correctly before going ahead and adding pixels to the sales point. So make sure you add your products, add your categories, add your content and everything. Make sure your website is ready and everything. Then you make sure your Facebook account is ready, and then you can go ahead and add pixels as well. So pretty simple. That's how you do it. That's how you add pixels to your Shopify store. So having said that, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications. And having said that, I will catch you guys in the next video, and until then, take care and goodbye.